Hello friends, welcome to today's video. Today our agenda is to learn about method. What is method? What are the real world implementation of method and why is so much important in any of the programming language? If you studied any of the programming language, you might come across this type of things method. In some of the programming languages we call these functions, in some of the case we call it as a method. So what is method? So here for objective of making this video is to give you the real world examples so that you can understand in a proper way, because my objective is to relate each and everything with the real world, so that even if you are new to this programming world, then you can easily understand in a proper way and you will never forget in your entire life. Because method is one of the important concept in any of the programming languages. Either you learn Java or you learn C sharp, you learn Python, in everywhere we use this method. Sometimes I already told, sometimes we also called it as a function. Alright, before I give you the example on the basis of Java or any programming languages, I want you to understand with the real world. So what is happening? Did you remember that if you know object, what is object? So anything which is physically present around you, like consider yourself or me, I am also one kind of object. And object has two things. What are they? A state and behavior. So what is state and what is behavior? I already explained in the another video of object, but here I will give you the small example. For example, consider state. State is something which describe any object. For example, I have the height, how much height of my this body. That is one state. I have the eye, I have the nose. That describe that I am the one kind of human being or living being. Similarly, behavior is what? Behavior is something which the object perform. For example, I have the ability to speak. I have the ability to walk. I have the ability to talk like this. All the things, whatever I can do, that is considered to be a behavior of an object. So this is the real world example. If I want to convert into the programming level, how it will be look like? So very first thing I will construct a one class, because every object must have a class. So I created a one class like class and I assigned the name is human being. That class contains some variables and some data members, or we can say variable is also called a data members. If you don't know, I try to give you in a little bit, like it is also considered to be a data members. One more thing it is consist is methods or the function. So in the method I will declare walk. One method is walk and there I put some logic inside that method. One more method is like speak. I will put the logic that something logic inside that method block. So like that, if you try to convert this real world thing in the Java or in the Java language or any of the programming language, it will consider to be look like this, like in the form of class. It will look like this. One more thing is there. Did you notice that we have the method consist of two things? One is we retain a method like method a declaration, that is called method declaration, and whatever the logic written in this bracket, like some bracket block like method block, that is considered to be a method implementation or the logic or the definition. So we can say that method is the combination of two things, method declaration as well as method definitions or the implementation or the logic. It is like a combination of two things. Any method is a combination of two things. Now come to the real world. How will you relate it that? So I told you that in the real world, whatever the action you perform, that is considered to be a method. So if you perform any action, then there must be some reaction. Do you agree with that? Yes, of course. If you perform any action, for right now, I am speaking. I am performing one action, I speak. Okay, I am speaking. Some sound and some voice is coming out from my mouth so that you are able to hear. So what is action here? Action is speaking. I am speaking. and the reaction is that you are able to listen my sound. That sound is coming out from my mouth. Now come to the real world, like in the Java, how you relate it with the Java. In the Java, method declaration is considered to be a action. Okay, method declaration is considered to be one kind of action. And what reaction you will get, it is the method definitions or the method implementation or the logic which is written inside the block, inside the block of that method. So that is called the method, like that's make a combination of two things, method declaration as well as method implementation. So every method have the two things. So now come to the one more important point is that the method which having only like method declaration, that is considered to be a abstract method. So if somebody asks you what is abstract method, the method which having only the method declaration but does not having any method implementation or the logic, then it is considered to be a abstract method. So never confused. If somebody asks, just give them the real world example like action and the reaction. You will they will able to understand. Like even they also don't know about this, I believe. But you can give it like this example. So this is the thing. Every method having the two things, method declaration as well as method implementation. And what is abstract method? Any method which having the only the method declaration, then it is called abstract method. And one more important thing is that when you try to declare any abstract method, you have to use the keyword called abstract before the method declaration. And you can see here in the example, this is the way you have to declare any abstract method. So for the method definition, you have to write all regular type of the way, whatever you used to write any type of the methods or the functions. So here the method are two types, abstract method as well as the concrete method. Yes, concrete method. What is concrete method? The method which contain both the things, method implementation as well as method declaration, both the things, then it is called concrete method. So generally what is regularly we are use the concrete method in most of the cases. So that is the method that is about the method like concrete method. If it is have both the things like declaration as well as method definition, you can see here this is the concrete method. So regular methods whatever we use generally is most of the time in the like programming while doing the coding, that is the concrete method. Alright, but where we use the abstract method? We use the abstract method in most of the time in the interface. In the interface we use it. By default, the method which is contained by the interface is all are abstract method. They don't have any logic or the implementation. Like anything, if they don't have any definitions or the logic or implementation, they simply have that abstract method. Even if you are using an interface that abstract method, you don't have to use keyword called abstract before that method, because in the interface by default all the methods are abstract method only. But apart from the interface, where you can use this method, you can use in the class. If you're using that method in the class, then at that point only you have to use the abstract keyword before declaring the abstract method. So that is the thing how you will use it. Alright guys, I tried to explain you in a very simple word, and here is the point. Never forget about the action and reaction example. So you will able to understand you will able to like recall in a longer time, and you will understand in a better way if you are doing in the project or in any application if you are using that method. So yeah, if you have any queries or if you have any confusion, please do comment in the comment box. I will love to give you your answer as soon as possible. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks a lot.